thanks for staying with us. So there's a story that caught our attention, which I would like to link to our ongoing conversation. It's about this trend of being a baby mama becoming the new polygamy. So I'm not saying this our wife is a baby mama because she's a wife, properly married. But a lot of young people right now, a lot of women are choosing to be baby mamas to people like Articles, to the influential people. Like, you know what, let me just have a child for him, and I get a house in Asokoro, and I get a house in, I have a house in Dubai. And we're not celebrating or affirming the role of the baby mama. We're just saying that if you are indeed a baby mama, maybe you should take some lessons from this, where you ensure you have your deed of gift, you have some kind of protection for your children. I mean, as I said, we're not talking about Article's wife because she was a wife, but you're a baby mama. What advice do we give? Not because you plan to be a baby mama. There's some people that planned it.
Yes, so yes.
Some people don't plan it, it just so happens. What can we do? What can they do to protect themselves and their children? Because they're baby mamas, they're not proper wives.
Baby mamas, supposedly, the ones that know are wiser.
Yes.
They know they come in, they secure the bag all the time.
They don't come in, they secure the bag.
They don't come in unprepared. I didn't complete that statement. They don't come in, they come in prepared, strategy. They know the service they are rendering and the compensation that they're expecting. Except the baby mama is one that the mom is grooming, her mind is not there. You know, the hypocrisy of those people who don't want polygamy, but they're okay with baby mama. Because some people have children as a means of financial empowerment for men.
Yes.
So they've been from some people say from a very humble background. Let me just do this. This man. And some men negotiate. In fact, I heard recently the story of a small boy, 31 years old, telling a girl, you know I've been giving you all this money. If you don't have baby for me, I will stop giving you money. And so the girl got pregnant for him. And so she was saying to me that that's why I got pregnant for her. I was like, Nasef, you know. So usually it's for big men, for the big name, for the access to influence that some girls arrange these things. And the best way that I've seen work is to know your place and be discreet in that arrangement. You can't be a baby mama loudmouthed. Yeah. If the person that you're dealing with is used to this system, it will not go pay you.
But I've seen situations where baby mamas have been caught in legal battles up and down because you were being discreet, you minded your business. Principal now passes, and then original wife say, we've never ever heard of her, we don't know who she is. All of a sudden, baby mama is screaming. So that's why some of them, I think, now want to put a stamp and say, see, I'm here. I am here.
So how do you secure the bag?
So, first of all, if it is a conversation where from the beginning you have with the principal that says, okay, you have a child for me and this is what I'll do for you. But there are some that it is not a conversation. Is that you are hoping, you are arranging yourself like, okay, you see I have a child for you. And because you have a child, while that person is alive, you are getting some payments, you're getting some benefits. But he has nothing put down for you for the future. Not for you and not even for the child. Sometimes the child is not even well known to the family. So just you, him, and so that's... but, you know, I don't want to talk about this securing the bag by baby mamas because I don't encourage it. I want every woman to boldly and confidently go into a marriage of, you know, friendship and like minds and, you know, that will cover her financially and cover her children, the offsprings of that marriage. Let us not also encourage people that will go into marriages that may break up another one because they are hoping to just get financially from one. But this is our reality. We have to tell ourselves. There are some people who use that to get some form of is their get out of poverty card. So people realize that that's what it is. Yeah. But you have to make it a bit formal. They sign some things in your name and things like so. Even when something like this happens, where either the relationship breaks down or the person passes on. There's something that's
what I'm hearing from what I'm hearing from Nima and Mary is like, so if you are a baby mama, maybe not intentionally, your strategy shouldn't to go and fight the woman, the owner of the husband.
Of course.
The strategy is to know what I'm okay. This guy happened. It just so happened that, and I'm making sure that I get this. But don't go with that forcefulness because that's what you can get burnt if you do that. If you are discreet and you could manage and stay in Japan, don't come to Lagos. Quietly. Just be in Japan and they'll be sending your money there. Problem. Everybody will be happy.
Yeah, so I think it happens two ways. There are some people who are strategic baby mamas. So they will see like this big person, or whether it's a rich man, a businessman, a celebrity, and the target to get in the way. We've heard of people who will buy tickets to be in a plane because so and so person is going to be in that plane, and then they position themselves and sit very close to that person. They will borrow money to buy that ticket,
confidence,
whether it's big first class or business class. Borrow that money, buy because you want to have that connect. So those ones, they come guns blazing. They know why they are there. They know why they are going to be taken in. And even when they are thinking of protection, they are like, well, we can. And when it happens, you see that they are ready. They tell you their terms and conditions. If you want me to keep this, I have to have this. You have to give me this. You have to give me that. They are prepared. But there are some baby mamas that happens by mistake. So they see this person, and then the person likes them, and they have a sort of relationship, maybe fall in love, and a baby comes out of it.
To you that he's not married.
No, even if you know that he's married. Some people are okay to get into relationship with people that are married. Yes, you see them hovering around all these men that have wives, and they're okay with it. Just put me aside.
But that's not strategy.
And, no,
I want to flip it a bit. I want you to hurry up.
Let me finish. So then it's not intentional that the pregnancy comes out. And finally you end up being a baby mama without plans. And the person is now saying, either you remove this thing or you're on your own. What do you do at that stage? That's where the problem is. For those that are prepared, they have already gotten it covered.
In a situation where it's the man this way, where he's the one that doesn't have a job, and this very successful woman, rich, she's probably married, she's having issues with her husband,
baby daddy.
and baby dad, and you want to get her pregnant because you want to tie her to you, that yes, that is my child. That also happens where this clown just comes in the picture and starts demanding that this is my wife, and demands the child. In that kind of situation. So the point, I mean, the reason why I'm bringing that angle is because it's not just women do this, men also do this.
The reason why it's also tough is because it's harder to have, you know, when the woman is the one that carries the baby, and so it's harder to get that.
Just change the number and
lock the door. Block you everywhere.
You may not even know that.
Let's take a few messages. You have to run off.
Block you. So,
Nima, on this matter, just pray you do not find yourself in this situation. Do you think it's easy to just get up and go to press? Don't forget she's been keeping quiet all this while. When you have been pushed to the wall, you don't. Please don't just jump to conclusion. You will never understand. I have been there, and it's not easy. I almost died of frustration. These powerful people have a way of doing, I beat you, but don't cry.
That's it.
Yeah.
So let's see. Again, to remind Nigerians that the show is about conversations. So we'll talk about different angles. So we're not like we're choosing a side. We're just trying to elicit conversations and see different things from different perspectives. So thank you for bringing that perspective. It's a very good perspective.
May I take a few more?
Yeah, take a few more.
Elsa says, thank you. Nigerians are always thinking everything is money. No wonder the country is like this. Nobody should be treated like trash. We should uphold each other's dignity. It also says, when you strip your wife, you are not upholding her dignity, no matter what.
I like this one. Omoye Ali says, couples growing apart is hydra-headed. It's not just dream. It's not just dream, not aligning. Sex can also be missing, which means no connection. You can't be in a marriage without sex.
Also,
so if the man, so the reason I brought it, if you're a polygamous man, you have options. And if you used to go to somebody's house every Wednesday and you stop going to have visitor for 3 years,
That's long-standing.
Well, yes.
Or you now reduce the minutes from 30 minutes to 5
I don't know about that.
It's part of it.
You may have a day
and still leave that thing. It's part of
Some of our
it.
mothers,
Leave that thing.
Some of our mothers have sex for like 30, 40 years.
That's our mother, so.
Just say, this sex thing, this is overrated.
No.
It's overrated.
You know me, I will not stand down on that. Don't ever say it's overrated. So you are talking based on your own makeup and perspective. It's not like that for every other person. For some people, they can divorce on the grounds that is no longer satisfying.
Let us make it an issue. Why should you divorce on the grounds of
if
that?
If it's not satisfying, it's not
what
satisfying.
Is that? What
do
is
you want to be
what
going
does
outside?
satisfaction mean?
You define it according to your body. According to your body.
Let us not even make it about the satisfaction. Let's also remember that sex is also another way where people show intimacy and
know.
show that there's a connection.
We know.
So when you have that, I mean, you constantly feel that you're intimate with this person, constantly feel that, well, we're in this together. It's part of the marriage. When you stop having that, it's usually a sign of a problem.
No.
Maybe we're not connected anymore.
No. Let me tell you.
Things. So that intimacy is not just about bodies. It's about your mind that you're
I agree
connected
with you on that level.
Yes.
But you see, there's a young girl. Maybe she's married at the age of 21 to a rich man, 35 or maybe 40, 50 years old. She's a little girl, and she doesn't want to have anything to do with you. You give her a house, maybe yes, she's got pregnant, has 2 children, 3 children. She's fine. She doesn't want your sex. Neither is she looking for you outside. She's okay.
She's 21 and she's not looking for sex.
She might not be looking for sex.
No, it's a makeup.
She's 21.
It's a makeup.
We have been created differently.
So
we
there
have
are
different
makeups.
levels of libido.
Why those of you, the people that have high libido, not generalize?
It's not about-
Some
No, no,
people
no,
cannot have it without. Some people don't have it.
No. In fairness, it's not about generalization.
Exactly.
For some people, they can stay 2 years, 3 years, nothing moves, and they are comfortable. They are okay. They are loving you, but that is their makeup. So let's not use that to assume.
Yeah.
Even those are mothers that we felt stayed a few years. Is it not now we're realizing that they mix children? Where were they getting it from? Was it
for
from
me, it's
Bluetooth?
not really even about libido. It's just about that connection, that affection,
all
the
those are
intimacy.
connecting, Maria.
Yes.
So we need to
have
make this a topic.
Yeah, so you have that. So sometimes the removal of sex is not just the coming together to that small activity.
Yeah.
It's just all the process that
Yeah.
leads to that place. You come to my place, if we're in a polygamous home, you come, you spend time, because eventually it will lead there.
And you go
so
without
if you
knocking.
don't do, if that is not happening, then there's no visitation, there's no affection, there's no talking to each other. And when that goes, that's a large chunk of the marriage that
It's
goes.
part of it. So you come, you do all the
telling
talking.
you-
Wait, so you come, you do all the talking, we have all the intimacy, you now go without knocking. Then leave the person hanging.
Wait.
Clap
let
for
me see.
yourself,
My
so.
point is that there are people that have lived without.
It's their
And they
makeup.
are- So therefore,
Yes.
let us not generalize and assume
We're
that
not
every
generalizing.
person that you must knock. You
We're
don't
not
have to
generalizing,
knock.
but if you are the type of person that must knock, biko knock.
What day is this? It is Thursday.
Today's Thursday. I think we're
So
safe.
if it's an important part of marriage, but if it is missing for certain reasons, most
can work on it.
sometimes health. Does it take away companionship?
No,
Doesn't.
of course
So
not.
that's why we say it's overrated.
not.
Because
It's not overrated.
God bless you, Jerry. Thank you for bringing
continue
that
to enjoy
angle.
the companionship
health.
without it.
It's not overrated.
You
So
are
when-
still together, no matter what happens. But you know, that area is just lacking.
Yeah, so when
Just
it's a
like-
health issue, it's different.
It's
No.
different.
These
But
are
the same
occurrences
thing
that
now.
we cannot control.
But
That's
what I
different.
know-
So the woman, hold on, the woman finds a way to align, and we are praying and hoping and looking for herbs and looking for treatment because it's something that we could not control. But if it's something that can be controlled, probably you now have other affections and you limit the time frame that you're supposed to be giving 1 hour, 45 minutes. You're not giving 30 minutes. You have broken it
Blood
down.
of Jesus. 1 hour, 45 minutes.
We gonna
Doing
have a
what?
conversation. Doing the do now.
Oh,
The
45
fear of
minutes.
I think
God
the
is-
show is
Mr.
finished,
Cruz
though.
said, don't make
So it's
Let's go.
it's a good way to resolve issues in marriages.
Yes.
One
And
hour-
you know now, this Edo girl.
1 hour, 45
forget
minutes.
This
You
hijab.
have to
this
discuss
woman.
1 hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah. People are different, yeah.
Which back you take?
Let's go, Mariah.
I'm not going. I want to hear this 1 hour, 45 minutes.
Yes,
Which back we
And
use to
today
carry
will
it
not
for
say
1 hour,
anything in this
45
Miriam
minutes?
is quiet.
Yeah, like she doesn't deal with all
I
this
mean, you
kind of
guys are
conversation.
talking. I'm listening.
I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a lovely day. 1 hour, 45 minutes.
Yes, so my
Yes,
sister.
you know.
Walk.
Hey, I've closed the show. Bye-bye. I closed the show. Stop.